your uncle, you need to call 911. He'd be like, why? Because I just raped your ass. Just like that. Just like on the game. It was
Not
crazy.
the rape joke.
Yeah, it was way,
Yeah.
it was back in the day. So obviously,
Knowing
this doesn't age
you
well.
and your uncle, I'd say his wife was right. I would kick you guys out for trash talking in my house.
100%.
And
You know what Jesus would do? Jesus would act like he reset the oops. Reset the oops.
he can restart. But
That's it.
For our first topic, what is the cutoff between smack talking and being a dick? We all, if you play video games, everybody has either involved themselves, been the culprit, been the victim. Some way, some shape or form, you've caught yourself being in this predicament. Doe, what do you think the cutoff is?
When they start talking about mamas, that's when it start getting serious, all right? We start bringing the mothers into the situations, all right? I don't like that. That's a cutoff for me. You don't talk about my mama, right? But some would say that that's the weakest. Your mother should be all game.
Yeah,
I say nary a mother.
Nah, I don't.
See, all right, so Doey's talking about me. All right.
Oh wow.
I don't feel that mamas are fair game. I don't think anybody should be making any serious jokes about anybody's mama. But as friends who have been friends for 20 years in some cases, if I just say your mama and not even at anything serious, just the most random shit ever, sometimes we will say nothing and I'll just be like, yo mama, and Doey would be actually offended. And I'm like, why are you offended right now? This is just me being bored. I was just making a random comment. So the your mama is definitely a line for Doey. For me, what is even this question? What is the cutoff? The cutoff for what? What happens after the cutoff? Like what?
Obviously a fight or if you're in front of somebody. If you're
In
online,
a video game?
yeah, tournaments or whatever you're doing, like you're playing, like we're playing in the same house, and I just struck a nerve. Like I have a video of you, me, and Michael playing Call of Duty, example, and I was talking so much shit, and then you made a comment that just, I guess, pushed me to the edge, and I was just fucking, I guess, hotter. I don't know what happened, but it got to the point. Yeah,
we were talking. You have a video? I want to see this, bro.
Tony always claims he has a video. I've never seen any of these videos surface.
To be fair, I recorded the video. I had it, but I got lost with my old phone. But it was
the video went to another school.
Yeah.
It was a Canadian video.
It's a Canadian video. I feel like for me, I don't know what anybody could say that'll get me to the point of like fist fighting while playing a video game. I do have a cutoff where there's playful banter and now you've unlocked aggressive pooch. Like there's a line in Rocket League. In Rocket League, the line is as soon as you score one goal, if you put GG, you've crossed the line. I will just shit talk you for the rest of the game nonstop. You've unlocked it. But yeah, I don't know. I have a variety of things that piss me off.
In Rocket League recently, I had a buddy, actually the buddy that Doey was just riding bikes with up in New York, that he disabled in-game chat because we were smack talking. Me and a buddy of mine who played with them, we were smack talking, but we wouldn't smack talk the other team. We would only smack talk ourselves. So like you miss that save and you're dropping that what a save and just spamming it into the text chat.
Some people don't even have to say a word.
I have the chat disabled in my South Park game on the mobile because for that it's very toxic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I disabled chat in some game. I can't remember just because it pissed me off. But yeah, in Rocket League, me and Tony have argued so much in Rocket League that now it's like if Tony messes up, I don't say anything and he gets mad at me as if I started shit talking him. He's just like, I know, bitch. Shut up. And I'm like, I actually said no words. I didn't say anything. 0 words. But I can just hear he's already like getting riled up about it.
Nah, I think it's healthy though, in a way. The smack talk playing video games. Sorry. You know, like my favorite, I guess, was the Call of Duty eras on the lobbies where everybody would just trash talk before the game and then during the game when you can hear them. It brings a certain like ability, or like it just makes you not want to suck, I guess, is the most part for it. Like, I think it's healthy.
I don't enjoy a lot of smack talk in my gaming, honestly. Like, especially like growing up in like the old like internet smack talk days where like it was just racial slurs, dude. It always turned into just racial slurs. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to vibe. I don't care if I'm good at a game. I just want to play the game and enjoy it.
Well, yeah, you're not competitive. Like, other than the little racist slurs that they used to throw out, if you get somebody going back and forth with you, that's a good banter. Oh man, it's fun. The game is, you know, like
that would be more friendly banter side of smack talk than like crossing the line, though. What is beeping?
Dope boy messing with us.
Just seeing how I feel. I just took out a thermometer. How I feel about
what's wrong with this
situation.
Mute your fucking microphone,
bro. For real, bro. Like, what's up?
That shit was the loudest beep ever.
I'm looking around my room for a beeping sound. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is beeping?
So I was like, yo, that shit was in my head. I was like, where's this sound coming? If Mateo didn't say what was that sound, I was almost gonna believe that it came from in me. From inside, I was shocked.
This kid.
Now that we hit a little random lull, just real quick, Google pilgrim hat, just really fast. I know this is a callback to the last section, but just Google pilgrim hat. Tell me I'm bugging.
That's a buckle.
Oh man,
it's all buckles, every single one of them.
Yo.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can't believe I forgot about that.
That's
But yo, yeah, I think this shit's gonna live in my head now. I think the fact that some people do take it to the next edge is a little ridiculous. Like, if we're friends, like, yeah, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna hit little breaking points.
Sorry, you got to the edge. What's the next edge? Like, they've passed the cutoff, but then they made it to like another plateau.
Like for example, like if we're arguing or whatever, like his cutoff's mom, your cutoff is GG. Everybody has a different cutoff, but I think the normal cutoff is when they get in your face and they're writing for yo BBB this, you trash ass, like they're just like so close in your personal bubble. At that point, you're like, all right, this ain't gaming no more. Now we're about to fight. Once they cross that personal bubble space, I think that's when the line has been drawn at that point for anybody.
Would you, 30 some odd years of age now, are you going to fist fight someone over a video game?
No.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But I'm not going to let no one just... Though it's very different. You go into a bar, you play a little arcade game, and some dude's been dragging you the whole night, and he gets in your face, so you trash. You're going to just let that man just do that? You're going to be like, yo, back the fuck up.
He's been at the arcade playing Pac-Man, and some guy's getting all up in his face about it. It's hard to envision.
Has anyone had this hypothetical happen recently that Tony's talking about? Recently, there was the dudes way back when that used to run like the Street Fighter machine and the Tekken machine.
Yes.
Like that was a thing that existed. But you know what I did? I was like, you know what? It's time for me to go play. It's time for me to go play some Pac-Man or some Time Crisis or something.
It recently happened to me.
Okay, no, this is interesting. Go ahead. I want to hear how it happened to you.
It happened to me on the poker table. It's not a video game, but it is a little bit of a competition. Why
would you want to smack talk at the poker table? Is that like a thing?
It happens. It happens. At some point during the game, it does happen.
Real pros don't talk at the poker table.
That's what I'm trying to say. Real gangsters.
Real pros definitely talk on the poker table. They talk the most shit because they Y'all need to watch some poker videos. Anyways, they were just talking because I just took somebody's money, or chips, should I say, and it was a substantial amount. He's like, oh, you got lucky with that one. You've been lucky all night. I'm like, oh yeah, I've been real lucky calling your bluffs, and then he'll make a call, and then I'll river him and beat him, and then it was just like, see this bullshit. Real players don't play like this, and it would just talk shit, and I was like, yo, you suck. I've called you out multiple times. I got lucky on the river here, but you suck.
But you were kind of bullying him when it came to whenever he called on stuff.
If I have a hand, I'm not getting away. The probabilities of you having a better hand is really slim to none. I'm not gonna
I guess that's the name of the game, right? You can, you know what I mean? You can or you can't.
You flop a full house. Where are you gonna go? Nowhere. There's like a 90% chance you don't fold that hand unless some ridiculous amount of pairs come out at the end of it.
All right, you're getting too much into.
But yeah,
Tony,
it's just the shit talking does that too.
Tony, I've heard that real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, Lil Wayne is a goat.
I'm not familiar with that bar.
It's from it's Lil Wayne. It's from what is it, 6 foot, 7 foot?
Yep.
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot.
But go ahead, Del. What were you gonna say? You had an encounter? Somebody?
Oh no, I was saying our friends at VGA, Video Game Amateurs, go follow them on Instagram. They held a very cool tournament like a month and a half ago. They hold tournaments and it's all fighting games. They set up a whole bunch, dude. You could play Nintendo 64 fighting games or Nintendo 64 games, Sega Dreamcast. They have everything set up with a TV, and then it's all fun. Especially Mario Kart. Mario Kart's a lot of fun to talk trash, especially when you're good at Mario Kart. But I think it's all fun in games. I think, like you said, the days of Modern Warfare 2 are like kind of gone. We don't really have that toxic, even Counter-Strike. Back in the day, it was...
I mean, the community is still the community is still there for the toxic games. It's just I don't think it's a lot of games that we play. Like Modern Warfare 2, surprisingly, the DMZ mode that I play, there's not a lot of smack talk. Sometimes on the after kill stuff, you'll hear some people talking some shit about you.
Yeah.
And sometimes that gets annoying because it's like, oh, we wiped these dudes. They suck. Well, I was like, you shot me in the back. You shot me in the back of the head. I don't know that that's a skill level.
You think there's toxicity in like Roblox and stuff like that now with like the new kids? Like,
I think there's more pedophiles on Roblox than toxicity, but I guess that's its own brand of toxicity on Roblox.
Yeah.
Do you think trash talking is better in person or online? I would say in person. Like if you're at a tournament or something. Versus
the term better.
I think in person. I think in person because typically if it's in person, you're talking about like some couch co-op with your buddies or something.
Okay.
And if you probably know your buddy's cut off, his own personal cutoff of like, this is friendly smack talk to this is just me being a bully or a jerk or like.
I remember I was playing Battle Tanks on Nintendo 64 with my brother and Roger, and it was a 3-player multiplayer game, and they teamed up to like kill me specifically, and I was so upset. I was so fucking tight, and yeah, they were just smack talking me. Just they picked all the right things to say to Little Doe because I think I walked out of the room so upset. I was like, I Cartmaned my way out of here. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I've heard Doey leave a game before because he was being trash talked. Not even by someone that was playing the game. It was his brother in the background trash talking him while he was playing Counter-Strike that made Doey rage quit the game this one time.
Yep. And then he hopped on. All right, now I can play.
That was his plan the whole time, dude.
Facts.
That's crazy.
What about trash talk outside of video games? I know Tony brought up poker. Like, I trash talk when I play basketball. Like, if somebody hits the court, there's always somebody that starts making comments like they're like mad cocky. Forget it. As soon as I hear one person shit talking like that, I'll just start shit talking the whole game. I'll keep saying, you don't want to take that shot. He ain't gonna take this shot. And I just to kind of force him to feel like, oh, I need to challenge this guy and take bad shots, and I'll just shit talk the whole game in hopes that I could get him out of his game. But that's one of the few instances where I'll be an aggressor.
As long as it's more creative than like the kid back in elementary school that just used to yell brick every time someone would shoot, that kid sucked. Whoever that kid was, if you were one of those kids, you sucked.
That used to get under people's skin, though. You building a house over there with all those bricks? But nah, yeah, I've definitely trash talking's never gonna go away. It's gonna always be there. The fact that it brings some type of joy in people too. Like, I love trash talking when it comes to shooting games. I love it. Not gonna lie.
I mean, there's definitely limits, right? Because like if I'm playing like a game with my nephew or something, right? I'm not gonna get in his face or tell him that you fucking suck, or there's obviously limits with how my smack talk is gonna be. It's gonna be more playful than mean if I am smack talking while I'm playing a game with one of my nieces or nephews or something.
I can tell you
y'all remember the cancer patient with Dave Chappelle? He's beating the cancer patient in your face. In your face. And the doctors have to come revive him, and he's like, all right, well, you can get these sticks back. Get this.
I actually have a friend that did one worse than that. All the way back on the PlayStation 1, they were playing like NBA Live like 98 or NBA Shootout 98, something like that. And one of this guy's family friends, he has no arms. So he was like playing the game with his feet, and this dude was just demolishing him. Like, you know, like some people would take it easy on the guy with no arms because they're like, he can't really beat me in this. Like, you know, most people with arms are probably not going to be capable of playing like a difficult game at a certain proficiency. And this guy was like, no fucking mercy, Cobra Kai on this kid, and just like you know, like scored 100 points on him. Shit talked the whole time. That's ridiculous.
That's like playing something against like your 4-year-old kid or something, and just no breaks, just full on demolish mode.
Not gonna lie to you, me and my uncle have stopped talking to each other for about a week or so, sometimes 2 weeks, playing Madden. The trash talk, and mind you, I was probably like 18 or something. He was in his 30s or whatever. We used to play Madden and take it very seriously. I'm talking about the point where his wife kicked us both out of the house from arguing. I would say things like, oh, you suck. And I'm talking to my uncle, mind you. So it's like the level of, you know, the disrespect was pretty high. Like if I was talking to like one of y'all. And it would get to a point where I was like, yo, your uncle, you need to call 911. He'd be like, why? Because I just raped your ass. Just like that. Just like on the game. It was
not
crazy.
The rape joke.
Yeah,
your
it was way,
Yeah.
It was back in the day. So obviously
knowing
this doesn't age
you
well.
and your uncle, I'd say his wife was right. I would kick you guys out for trash talking in my
100%.
And he because the score was bad. It was like the second quarter, and I was up 45 points. Like it was bad. I was destroying him. He grabs his controller.
You know what Jesus would do? Jesus would act like he reset the oops. Oops.
He can restart. But
That's a classic move.
No,
Man,
but that's how it was.
I've been on the other side of that though. We've got so we play Civilization sometimes, right? We play like Civ 6, and we've got a buddy playing that game that is just so much better than all the rest of us. We basically have to like put him on a team by himself, and then 3 of us will play against him. And even then, we barely win sometimes, or he wipes us out, and he's still holding back. Like he's not even fully paying attention to the game when he's playing. It's embarrassing.
Disrespectful. That would get me tight.
Nah, it's fine because you know what? I'm never going to be good at Civ, and I appreciate him still playing with us anyway, even if and holding back a little bit so that way we don't feel like we're being just blown out completely.
Nah, just if you're gonna beat me. I don't care. I don't want you holding back. That's just,
dude, for a game that takes 4 hours to play through, I don't want to just get demolished for 4 hours, so I'm not going to play the game otherwise.
Yeah.
It takes 4 hours to play. I've never played it, so that's
Civ
good.
is so much fun. Yeah.
At the short end, it takes 4 hours.
I like the idea of Civ, but when you sit there and play it for so long, it's like tabletop games. I'm sorry for anybody who's ever had to be subjected to playing tabletop games with me. Unless the game is really interesting, I'll get to a point where I'm so fed up with playing this game, I'll just kill myself in the game. I'm like, is there a way for me to die and get out of the game? Cool, I'll play this game with you. Because if it gets bad, I will go into a room, guns blazing, shotguns akimbo, and get killed by the zombies and by rolling the ridiculous dice roll. Because sometimes I just want out. I just can't. Maybe I have ADD. ADHD, whatever the people call it now. Like I can't just sit there all day.
So you couldn't play Monopoly. You couldn't play any of those other games like board games.
Monopoly is relatively short though. Like,
if you're playing with the real rules, Monopoly is supposed to be pretty quick.
You're one of those people.
I've never played the real rules, but I know that like if you play the real rules where you auction every property that people don't buy and all that stuff, it's supposed to be a pretty quick game.
Are you not down for those side trades? Because I'll give you this property if you just skip my spot.
Yeah, he just said he doesn't play by the real rules twice.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought he meant like
Tony loves these. Oh, you don't play Uno the real way.
No one plays
Uno like Tony.
Tony will be like, evens, and he'll put all the even numbers down, and you're like, what? Train, putting all the colors, you're like, what is happening?
I am
like,
against the train. I am against the train.
He's like, putting 2 reverse down. I reversed it to you, then I reversed it back to me.
Now it's my turn again.
It's like, what?
I'm gonna
just
play.
like inventing rules.
I'm playing 3 skips, and that means it's my turn.
No, you can't play 3 skips. If you have a skip, it's a skip. But if you have a draw 2 and the next person who's supposed to, they can add it and it goes to the next person. That's a funny.
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, that was fine. I'm fine with that.
It makes the game interesting.
The counter draw.
Yeah, it makes the game very interesting.
It adds a tactic of, should I hit them with a draw 6? 3 draw 2s, or should I hang on to some draws to counter their draw? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes games fun.
There are other aspects to the way Tony plays Uno, though, where it's basically that little kid from Big Daddy playing like the game I Win.
I win, yeah. He's like moving Monopoly houses around, and he does this, so I win. He's just inventing rules on the fly.
Wow, that's crazy.
Anyways, before you take us away from here, I want you guys to Google.
Oh,
because something came to me.
Oh, no.
Google Pilgrim shoes.
These shoes better have like 3 buckles.
It has the single buckle.
They were.
What the fuck were the Pilgrims doing that they needed a buckle their fucking waist? They had a buckle their hats, and they had a buckle their feet?
It was windy out, dude.
They're trying to run for their lives and lose no articles of clothing. They're trying to keep all their clothes.
Maybe they wear baggy clothing and they needed belt buckles to hold them down.
They were super prudes, so they wanted to put as many barriers to being naked as they could.
No, they were non-fat shaming by creating one size all.
One massive fucking size, and you gotta buckle down. A size 10 hat, then you gotta buckle that shit down.
All I can think about is the kid from fucking the Sandlot with his big ass hat.
Oh man,
wasn't that his dad's hat or something?
That long, yo.
That's funny.